We are here at Cardinal Farms in South Lyon, Michigan, to see how Cindy and Rich Kern are transforming their pole barn into a fruit and vegetable wash pack facility. In this video, we'll get to know the farm, we'll talk to them about how they are currently washing and packing their produce, and we'll identify their goals for their future wash pack facility.
My name is Cindy Kern, and this is my husband,
Richard
Kern, and we are the co-owners of Cardinal Farms. We bought the farm in 2019 in South Lyon, and we are in the process of converting it to both a crop and livestock small-scale production farm. This was our first full year of production, so we've learned a lot, and we're tired, but looking forward to next year.
We raise sheep, goats, pigs, and chickens here at the farm in terms of livestock.
We also do a ½ acre of crops. This year we did diversified vegetables. We did a lot of lettuce, lots of tomatoes.
We sell in a number of channels. We have a website that has our product offerings. We sell at the South Lyon Farmers We sold at the South Lyon Farmers Market this year. We had a 10-week CSA. It was like a friends and family thing, so we could experience that firsthand and see how that worked with our weekly trip to the market.
The reason that we started Cardinal Farms was because we had started working at another farm, and it certainly was not in our background or in our plans, so to speak. But when we were working at another farm, we really fell in love with the ability to connect ourselves to where our food comes from, and then to help others do that. So I think we're really focusing on our goals of impacting the community and seeing where it takes us. This is our current wash pack. We do have another location that we want to build out our final wash pack, but we realized we really didn't know exactly what we were gonna need, and it's a really expensive proposal to work on that one. So we decided to convert the garage for the first season, and it worked pretty well. So when we bring produce in from the field, we set the bins here, and then anything that we need to do in order to prep it, that happens right here. If it's greens, of course, it gets spun. It goes onto the drying table, and then we have a fan that helps with the drying. Then we do the packing over here. We've got our scales, and then it goes into the cooler. If we're gonna do root veggies, then we have to move things and pull this out, and we do it in the driveway. So that's kind of how the flow works.
So what things do we want to change? This garage is 20 by 20. During peak production times, it got very tight. There was no place to bring the produce, keep it out of the sun. It was difficult at times if you had several bins of stuff coming in at the same time to keep things shaded so your lettuce didn't wilt in a matter of minutes. The flow actually worked pretty well, but when it came time to say, transition from doing your lettuces to root veggies and washing them, you have to move everything out of the way. You have to move. This is on wheels, but it's still a little unwieldy to move. The drying of the lettuce wasn't always as efficient. We just have a little house fan, but something, especially on more humid days, sometimes the lettuce would take a long time to dry, and then it'd be out in the heat for longer than you'd like. So there was just certain things around preserving the integrity of your product.
And then we would want to have more stainless steel equipment. These tables work fine. They sanitize pretty well. And this is okay, but there's a lot of crevices and such that from a produce safety standpoint could retain bacteria. So we would want to get more stainless steel equipment in our new place.
So we're standing in front of our future wash pack. This is a 40 by 30 pole barn that the previous owners used for hay storage.
So the first thing that we're looking at is the flooring, which is really important in your wash pack design because it is what gives you the ability to use wheeled carts. So as we said, I don't know if you're older or not, you still need to try to be as efficient as possible with your energy. So we are definitely going to put in a concrete floor. And then the next thing we're looking at is walls. The walls are not washable. There's a lot of crevices, so we would want to cover those. Then the other consideration is the ceiling. How would we make sure that we're not getting cobwebs and stuff that's coming down from the ceiling, because right now it's all open. And then electrical, so we're lucky that there is already electric here in this barn, but the lighting is very poor. So we need really good overhead lighting. When it comes to water, we're on a well system here, and so we do have 2 hydrants that are right outside, but there is no plumbing inside here. And so I think that's going to be one of our major expenses. And then equipment, we are only farming a ½ acre, and so we need something that's going to we need tools that are going to allow us to be efficient at what we're doing, but we don't want to overbuy for the amount of production that we are doing. We definitely want a walk-in cooler out here. We also want one that has a freezer attached as well, since we do meat. One of the things that this building we have to work on is keeping it secure from, we're right on the edge of the woods, so there's wildlife here. We have taken the produce safety supervisor course, and we're taking a longer course in December to learn the guidelines that we might not necessarily have to follow because we don't sell enough yet, but we want to follow to make sure that we're producing safe products for our customers.